In this video, I'm going to go over what it takes to create a new Stripe account and connect that with your WebStart store. Starting from your account dashboard, go ahead and scroll down to the store panel. Click on that to open up your store manager. And once that's opened up, let's click the settings tab on the left-hand side. Scroll down to the payment section, and this is where we're going to make the change to Stripe. Go ahead and choose Stripe from your payment processor dropdown, and then click the update button. Now you notice before we can use that, you're going to need to either create a new Stripe account or connect an existing one. The purpose of this video is going to show you how to create a new Stripe account. If you need help connecting an existing account, I'm going to leave a link to the video that shows you how to do that below. But for now, we'll go ahead and click this link to get started. Once that loads up, we can go ahead and get started with the application. Now, before we get started, you're going to want to have a few things on hand. Your bank account information, including your routing number and account number for the account that you want your deposit sent to. And then your social security number or EIN, employee identification number. Depending on how you structure your business, you'll need one of those. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is enter our business details. Now, a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of personal to me because I'm setting this up for a business of mine, RV rentals, as an example. So I'm going to be blocking a lot of this stuff out, but the idea is the same. I'm in the United States, so we're going to go ahead and leave that for the country. Now, as far as business address, this is going to be my personal information again. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that now. And then business phone, again, my phone number. Now, type of business, again, this is just me, so I'm just going to do an individual, sole proprietor, and I'm going to use my social security number. If you were to choose LLC, nonprofit organization, whatever, you might use an EIN, so that would go here. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the business website information. Now, this is going to be the link to your site. Provide the full URL in my case, floridacampers.net. And the type of business it is, or business description rather. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go with transportation. We'll use ride sharing. May not be as descriptive, but again, this is just for an example. And then I'm going to provide a description about what my business does. And we do, RV rentals. How long after paying will my customers typically receive their goods? That depends. Sometimes they book a week out. Sometimes they book a year out. So I'm just going to go ahead and go within a month. And that's obviously going to vary. How much money do I expect to process on Stripe each year? That's a tough one. We hope for the best, but let's go ahead and go with less than 100,000. Now, personal information, again, this is all going to be for me. I'm going to enter my legal name. My phone number, date of birth, and then the last four of my social security number, just to confirm my identity, and my address one more time. I think it's going to give me a suggestion here. Yeah, it will. Go ahead and drop that in. Next section is the credit card statement details. Now, this is going to be something that you add, or it's going to be included on everybody's credit card details, credit card bank statements, something that they can easily identify the products or services so they don't wonder, hey, who's this charge from? So make sure that it has something to do with your business. And I'm just going to call mine Florida Campers. Gives you a little preview here about what that's going to look like. And then again, the support phone number in case somebody has a billing question. That's going to be the same number for me again. Could be different for you. Just make sure you enter that appropriately. Now, for my business, it's going to use this same address. So I'm going to leave that checked. But if I wanted to add a different email, or excuse me, a different physical address, I would just check this and then enter it accordingly. Now, bank details. Where do I want this, my deposits made for the transactions that I make in my store? You're going to enter the routing number, followed by the bank account number twice. You want to confirm that. And that's all there is to that. Now, setting up two-step authorization or 2FA, two-factor authorization, depending on how you look at it. I like using text messages because I always have my phone on me. They do provide an authenticator app option, I'm not going to go through that. It's much easier to set up a text message. Just make sure that during this step, you use a phone number that you're going to have with you. You're going to have it available as you're running your business because that's the phone number that they're going to use to get you into your account each and every time. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Enter a good mobile number. Confirm that. And I'm going to get a text with the code. Once you get that code, go ahead and drop it in. And then you're confirmed. Now, in the event you do lose your mobile number, they provide this emergency backup code. Go ahead and download it, save it, write it down, however you want to store this in a safe place to make sure that you can access it later should you lose access to your mobile device. This is going to get you back into your account, access your money, etc. So once you've saved that and you're good with that, go ahead and click Done. 2FA is complete. You're set up. Last step, enter the email address and the password for the account. This is going to be your login for your Stripe account. Now, most people are going to use the same login that they use, or excuse me, the same email address they use for their WebStarts account. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. Just keep in mind, the more email addresses you're using and floating out there, the more difficult it is to remember stuff. For this example, I'm going to use this email address and this password. And then once I've got everything filled out, I'll click Authorize Access to this account. And once created, you can see that I have a congratulations page. My account's been successfully connected and created. I can go ahead and close. It goes back to my store and you see that red banner immediately goes away. What that means is I'm ready to transact. I'm ready to go. I can start making payments and transactions right from my WebStart store. The payments will go right into my Stripe account. From there, will be deposited using the bank account information that I provided, and I'm all set. That's all there is to creating a new Stripe account and getting that connected with your store. As always, thanks for using WebStarts, and we'll see you next time.